Well, it's been a while since my last YouTube video, but let me explain why it's been so long. I have been upgrading my setup. I've got a new monitor, a new keyboard, I've got my Go XLR and microphone, and I've just bought a new PC. So that's why there's been a little bit of a break from videos, just because I've been upgrading my setup, and hopefully I bet this may be my future as a YouTuber. I very much doubt it, but you never know. If maybe 1,000 subscribers next year, possibly. Who knows? That can only happen if you do hit that subscribe button. So before we do start this new save, I'm going to do a little bit of an explanation of who I'm doing it with. So back in 2018, Derby County appointed Chelsea legend and England legend Frank Lampard. Yes, it was that guy who scored the not disallowed goal. Ball went clearly over the line. Stupid referee didn't see it against Germany in the 2010 World Cup. So he got appointed as Derby manager. Thought it was a bit of a questionable decision, but he actually did quite well as Derby manager. He took them all the way to the 2019 playoff final, which obviously they lost against Aston Villa. Then after that, it all went downhill, basically, because they had a bit of a financial issues, which did see them go into, I don't think it went into, they officially went into administration, but they had a transfer embargo, went under, they had a transfer embargo, so basically they could not sign any players. Then they got relegated to League One, still under a transfer embargo, which has actually been lifted. So that's going to be fun for this save. I think it's been lifted on at this current stage on the FM23 cycle. I'm not sure yet because I haven't done a test save on this yet. So that's going to be fun if we do have a transfer embargo, because I've never experienced one yet. So I'm going to make it my mission to take Derby back to the Prem. Hello, welcome to part 1 of Road to the Prem with Derby County, and in today's episode we are going to take a look around the squad. I don't think we're going to do any transfers this episode, but that might be in tomorrow's episode. And don't forget, if this video hits 20 likes, we'll get a bonus episode out on the weekend, so on the Saturday. That's the deal. If this video gets 20 likes, bonus video on the Saturday. So let's hope this video does get 20 likes. So as you can see, Derby County have hired Jack Clatworthy. So inexperienced. It's quite inexperienced. Yeah. I mean, let's don't talk about the English journeyman. We won't worry about that just yet, unless I do get I shouldn't get sacked because Derby County are a good team. I think. I don't know how good they are. I think they're pretty much. I think they're a mid-table League One side. Should they be in League One? No, they shouldn't. If they didn't have their financial troubles, I reckon they'll be top half Championship, which is the plan. So Clatworthy has put pen to paper on a 1-year deal. Yikes, we better get promoted this year. He replaces previous manager Paul Ward, who used to be the manager of Rotherham. Obviously, Rotherham are now managed by Matt Taylor. Used to manage Exeter, my favourite team. So, yeah, a little bit of rivalry there. So, reputation is 2.5 stars. Wow. That's I was expecting it to be 3.5, but 2.5. Wow. Media prediction is 6. So yeah, that's I think obviously I think the plan is to go up this year. I'm not going to spend too much time this season. Like, we're not going to have too many episodes this year. I want to get this season done quite quickly, because we don't have a lot of time before the FM24 beta comes out, because I'd say we've got a good month and a half of this save before the beta comes out. So it's a rush against time, I think. So We are currently playing at Pride Park. There's a 33,500 capacity, built in 1997, so it's quite an old stadium. Hopefully by the time we get into the Premier League, we can have a new stadium. So we train at the Moor Farm Training Centre. Excellent training facilities. Great youth officer. So we've got great youth facilities and good youth recruitment. So all round training, pretty good. So financial status is okay. Transfer budget 50k. Wage budget at the moment is 200,000. Not sure how much spare wage budget we've got. So looking at that, I don't think we're going to do much transfer business. So best 11 at the moment, we've got Wildsmith, Joseph Wildsmith, Bardell, Forsyth, Cashin, Hayden Roberts. I think he's only, on loan from Brighton, Hayden Roberts is. Then we've got Max Bird and Conor Hurahan. So obviously, former Aston Villa midfielder. Then we've got Tom Marcusen, David McGoldrick, former Sheffield United striker. Don't know what he's doing down in League One, or at this current time, he's actually signed for Notts County down in League Two. So that's a bit of a step down for him. Mind you, this started at Notts County. Then we've got Springett and James Collins, absolute wonderful Irish striker he is. I think he's Irish. He might be English or Welsh. I don't really know. So the board want us to develop players using the club's youth system. I think we could do that. But we'll see what players are lurking down there. They want us to play entertaining football. Don't really know what that means. I presume it's just like attacking skillful football. Work within the range budget. League stuff. They want us to be competitive in the EFL Trophy. Be competitive in the FA Cup. Be competitive in the EFL Cup. Reach the League One playoffs. So, in other words, they only want us to care about the league this season. I mean, that was my plan. Then the next year, if I'm still manager, I should be. Let's remain positive. I am going to be manager for next season as well. And they want us to gain automatic promotion. I kind of want to get promoted this year. I don't really want to have two promotions on the bounce. I want to get promoted this year, maybe championship for 2-3 seasons, then get promoted to the Premier League. So the supporters want us to get promoted this season. I think that's doable. Be competitive against Nottingham Forest when we play them. Be competitive against Leeds if we play them. Obviously, we're not going to play them this year. Possibly in the Championship or the Premier League. So that's all fine. Don't need an inter-squad friendly backroom staff meeting every month. Does that sound good? I'll be counting it. We'll save that. Probably edit this bit out. Might not. Went pretty quickly. Let's go through the tactics. They want me to play wing play, route one, or direct counter-attack. I'm not going to do any of them because I'm going to do my trusty old gegenpress formation, 4-2-3-1. Obviously, centre mids, not defensive mids. I'm not that kind of sick person just yet. We also have a tiki-taka on there. We have a 5 at the back formation. Also, I think probably 5-2-1-2. That works pretty well. I know it works well for Exeter City, but Exeter aren't Derby County. I think we'll also have vertical tiki-taka. We'll have a diamond on there as well. But 4-2-3-1's going to be our main formation unless we make any changes down towards the line. We're a bit in the Premier League. Right, we'll accept all of that. Right, let's take a look at the development centre. Just to see if we've got any decent players in there. Spotted quite a good few players. So, obviously, Bardell, is he in the first team? He's not. He's in the under-21s. He's currently injured for 4 to 5 months. That's fine. We'll just forget about him. but he's got 5-star potential at the moment. Might have like 4.5-star potential by the time he gets back from injury. We've got Osaze Agatise. Did we have him for Chelmsford in the English Journeyman? I think we did. And I think he was quite a good player. He's got 4.5-star potential. He is wanted on loan, so we probably will send him out on loan. Got Olamide Ibrahim, again 5-star potential. Probably send him out on loan again. Carlos Richards, 5-star potential, or 4.5, but the same thing. He's currently he's injured for 6 to 7 months, not 67. We've got Darren Robertson, centre mid, 5-star potential. Probably loan him out if we can, because he is only 17. Then we've got some other 4-star potential players, like including Solio Everton. I think who's he play for? Watford, Yeovil, Wilson. That's like a decent player. Any others? No. Any one with decent potential in the under 18s? Got 2 players. We've got Harry Evans, who's a goalkeeper, 5-star potential, and Jaden Davidson, again 5-star potential, only 16, so probably be a couple of years before he goes into the first team or gets sent out on loan. Let's take a look at the first team squad, see if we've got any decent players in there. Oh, yikes. I don't like the look of this. That's better. So, who's our best player? Christian Bielik. And we've loaned him out. What is the point of that? Can we recall him? We can't even recall him. Okay, he was our second best. So, Craig Forsyth is our second best player as a ripe old age of 33. So he's on £7,000 a week. So that's not too bad. He's a left back, Scottish. Who else is he? He's played for Derby County for quite a long time. So how long is he? This is his 10th season. He must be getting close to a testimonial, surely. Started out his career at Dundee. Who else do we have that's like notably good? So we've got Jason Knight. He is a centre mid, but of course can also play attacker mid. So he looks like a quite a good little player. Sure, he is probably Premier League standard, yet potentially Premier League. He might even be in our team when we do eventually win the if we do win the Premier League. I'm not saying we will, but I'm hoping we do. We've also got Harvey White. I mean, he is a player. He's a proper centre mid. I'm not sure what that means, a proper centre mid, but he's a good player. Mazzala, all box to box, so my kind of midfielders, obviously on loan from Tottenham, a playing experience at Portsmouth. And who else do we have? We've got David McGoldrick, obviously. He's a attacking midfielder. We've also got Louis Sibley. He's a good youngster, isn't he? Is he? No, potentially Championship, not Premier League just yet. Who else do we have? Who's got decent potential? So we've got Iran Kashin. He's 20 years old. I got a lot of Irish players. Do we have like a connection with the Irish squad? Because we've got 6 Irish players. I don't know. That's a good question to ask. We've also got Jake Rooney, who is 18 years old. Probably will loan him out, but might use him in the first team. He is leading League 2, so... And according to the squad comparison, he is 7th choice centre-back, so... Yeah, may end up loaning him out. Who else do we have worth mentioning? We've got, obviously, James Collins, Irish striker, another Irish player. We've got James Chester, former Aston Villa defender and Stoke defender and Hull City defender. Obviously, Welsh international. I think he may have actually retired from international football, so... Yeah, I don't think he has, but... I don't think he gets into the squad. In terms of goalkeepers, who do we have? We've got Luke McGee on loan from Forest Green. don't know why we've got a goalkeeper on loan from Forest Green. He's not good enough. Then we've got Joe Wilde-Smith, formerly of Sheffield Wednesday. See, that's like a pretty decent goalkeeper, could be decent championship goalkeeper. So that's pretty good. I think we've got a pretty good squad. There is some players that don't look too good, like Connor Dixon, but he is only 21, so probably loan him out. But then he does have a hamstring strain, so probably won't loan him out. Probably just sell him. Or when's his contract end? Next year. Whose contracts do end next year? Quite a lot of players. I kind of want to I can't get these guys down to a contract because they're on loan, you silly boy. But I think that's probably enough being said about the squad. Let's take a look. Take a look at club info. Not that we need to. So the legends are Curtis Davies. Obviously, how is he a legend? He's only been with us since 2017. Fair enough, but he's a legend, okay? Then we've also got Steve Bloomer, who was a player, and Brian Clough, who was a manager for some time. Who else do we have on? Who do we have on icons? Will Hughes, he's a good player. I wouldn't mind trying to bring him back, if we can. Obviously, I don't think there's anyone else mentioned. Obviously, Peter Shilton, the England goalkeeper. Wayne Rooney is on favourite personnel. Obviously, Dip was the manager when at the time they got relegated down to League One. Now manager of DC United. Also, Fikayo Tomori, Mason Mount. Both had loan spells at Derby, I think, under Frank Lampard. Obviously, Mason Mount plays for Chelsea, now at Man United in real life. Don't think he's doing very well. Fikayo Tomori, brilliant centre-back, plays for Milan. I mean, I'd say that Derby County was the making of him, similar to Mason Mount. Who else? Obviously, Frank Lampard's under the favourite personnel. Steve McLaren, former England manager, under favourite personnel. I'm hoping by the end of this season, I will be under favourite personnel. Also, Dean Saunders is under favourite personnel. Played against him not too long ago in my first ever charity match. Obviously, played for Aston Villa and Derby County. That's why he's on favourite personnel. So I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, I think any transfers I do between now and actually before we do that, the transfer budget we've got 50k, wage budget we've got 10k. Okay, so we've got room for possibly 2-3 more players if we do need any. Obviously, we might sell a couple players. I very much doubt it. Do we have any players wanted? Obviously, Louis Sibley is wanted by Brentford and Everton. Don't really want to sell him because he is homegrown. Liam Thompson is wanted by Burnley, but he isn't also a homegrown player. Then Jake Rooney wanted on loan, so yeah, he could probably go out on loan, but he does have 5-star potential, so we might keep him at the club. So I don't know, might get some transfer business done before the next episode, might not. I've to be honest, I very much doubt it. How many friendlies do we have? We've got quite a tough pre-season. We've got Rangers. I mean, I'd say tough. We should be winning at least 3 of them. Not that it matters, because pre-season doesn't mean anything. It's all about fitness at that point. So I will see you all in the next episode. And don't forget our deal, 20 likes. And part 6 will be released onto YouTube on Saturday. That's only if this video gets 20 likes. So I will see you all in tomorrow's video, where we'll be playing our first League One fixtures and our first matches as Derby County manager against Oxford United and Charlton Athletic. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.